So obviously this is our Devil Wears Prada episode. We've never talked about
Uh-huh.
fashion because
No, we
this is a
haven't.
movie podcast.
No,
So
we're
I
movie
figured
guys. We usually do like things like cameras and like lights, which I hope you like the color.
I do.
Yeah.
What is that? Just regular blue?
Really?
It's regular blue. Right?
Regular blue.
Just standard. A baby blue? A sky blue? Are those the same thing?
Matt,
Yes.
this is cerulean.
Oh. I didn't know that we were doing Star Trek.
Oh, God.
Is that
Just
what
roll
this
the
is?
intro. Roll the intro.
All right.
Welcome to a series of podcasts discussing series of films.
I'm Matt.
I'm Dave.
In a world inundated with prequels, sequels, spin-offs, and reboots, we ask the question,
Do we need one more? I think we do.
I think we don't. Do we want to start off with a fit check for the episode?
Yeah, we'll do a fit check. I'm kind of trying to do like a Tom Selleck kind of thing. I
Good,
thought that
good.
would be my best attempt.
A Richard or a 3 Minute a Baby? Or an Indiana Jones screen test.
Indiana Jones screen test plus a hat.
Nice.
So-
What are you rocking?
I'm rocking the Carhartt work pants.
Nice.
They're a chocolate brown,
Ooh, very
I
fun.
think. Yeah, and then I'm rocking the Gap denim shirt
Gap's got some
on
good
the
shit
on the
nowadays,
clearance
dude.
section.
Hey, valid.
And then I'm wearing the official We Need One More hat.
That's true.
Yes,
With a logo that we might have changed.
it's vintage.
It's vintage. It
It's
is.
vintage.
It is. Shout out to Connor for
Shout
giving us
out,
these
yeah,
hats.
shout out to my brother for making these hats. They are
It's very nice of him.
awesome.
I love them.
No, this is great. It's
Um,
gonna be a classic. This will be worth money one day.
I am in a premium heavyweight tee from Abercrombie and Fitch.
Ooh, nice.
And they fucking stepped their game up, man. It's good stuff.
That's some good stuff
They
there.
got some good stuff. I'm wearing low rise, wide leg jeans from Zara.
Okay, nice. You got a fun
I'm-
texture there.
They're very fun. I will say, low shoes, like short shoe, like you
Mhm.
need a high sole with these shoes. Otherwise, you will trip.
Mhm.
I do not say that from experience.
You don't. Are these? Can't tell. Are these high top Chucks or low top?
Look at that.
Hey, there it is. I was gonna
Covering
say,
the ankles.
Presumably, you're
Chuck
wearing
70s
Chuck 70s
in a mustard color.
mustard. Yeah, mustard.
And then I'm rocking a New York Yankees hat because we're in the Big Apple, baby.
That's
That's
in the Big Apple.
Dijon.
It is Dijon.
Oh,
isn't
he is
it?
right. It
Get
is Dijon,
out.
yeah.
Dude, Miranda Priestley would wring my fucking neck.
Yeah, she would, dude.
Um,
She would be like, "That'll be all."
and you know what? I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
I would have earned it.
Yeah, she's like, "No, that's not a question."
Are we how much are we gonna talk into the fact that this is based on a book that's also based off of Anna Wintour?
Uh,
Are we just gonna leave it at that?
out of loyalty to Anne, I don't know.
That the writer did say that it was
Uh,
kind of loosely
it was like
inspired?
loosely inspired, and then because everyone who works in this industry knows the parallels, this was actually a very difficult movie to get
I
access
could
to certain things
Only imagine.
because they were like, we don't want to suffer the wrath. I guess.
Sure. You don't want
you
to
know,
be vaporized.
we don't want to step on any toes. We don't want to support,
Sure,
something that's like
sure.
taking shots at her. And even with that, I feel like this movie doesn't even like take shots. It's an interesting kind of movie.
It is. It obviously, yeah. So we're talking The Devil Wears Prada.
We are 2006.
People thought it was Gucci or Cartier or Louis Vuitton. It's Prada. We've officially
Mhm.
figured it out.
Mhm.
And yeah, I would say Miranda she's certainly problematic,
Yes,
but
I would say she has a very unhealthy work-life balance.
there are some levels to her, and there's a bit of tragedy that is played with that character. But before we get into all of that,
Mm-hmm.
welcome to We Need One More.
Welcome to We Need. Damn,
That's
I don't know
also
where I am.
that's the subtitle for the show. It's a kind of a Doctor Strange love
It's
situation.
it's a We Need One More slips in a banana peel set of letters.
It's
and
true.
Then,
We like to title our shows by grabbing a bunch of Scrabble tiles and just fucking chucking them across the room.
Yep.
And then whatever lands,
like that one dude on TikTok who gets the cheese of truth, and he takes the Swiss cheese and he goes on the newspaper.
Have no idea what you're talking about.
No,
Who is this
okay.
man?
There's a guy who grabs like a piece of Swiss cheese, and I mean they're probably edited. I've never really done much digging, so I'm not trying to call out. It could be wrong, but he'll like run up to like a newspaper or like a book or something. He'll throw the cheese down, and the holes will reveal like a sentence, like the words will like.
Just knows who this guy is.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm the full.
I don't actually know the name of the channel.
It's
probably a couple people who do this exact gag on the internet, but
I gotta look this guy up.
Yep.
What is your relationship as we enter this series?
So as we enter this series,
and this 2-part series.
Yes.
Next week we'll be talking The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yep. No subtitle.
Guess what? They made another one.
Guess what? They made another one. It's The Devil Still
What
Wears
if they
Prada?
had a kid?
I haven't watched the trailer. I'm actually avoiding.
I will never forget
the trailer.
I've seen it.
I've seen like the teaser where they got on the elevator together.
By the time
and I had questions,
but probably be other trailers.
They'll definitely be. But
the one that we've seen,
I think like a more official trailer is like dropped that has like more plot details. But I've not seen it at this time, and I'm debating what I want to know going into the next one. I guess
the trailer that I have seen. We are recording this pretty ways away from when the movie comes out.
A little bit in advance, a little behind the peak curtain.
So we only have one trailer right now. It's in 1 minute and 49 seconds.
Oh, is it the teaser where they?
It does not reveal a lot.
Okay, so we don't know much.
No,
just
they're all back.
Just that all the people we love are back, and maybe some people we're familiar with are joining.
Yeah,
I think I saw a Sydney Sweeney in the cast. I don't know if that's
Caleb Herron is in it. Which I love. Caleb Herron. He's
I know that name.
Stand-up comedian. He's very funny. Let me look him up because he's a cool guy and I like him quite a bit. This man.
Oh, yes, that is a very funny man.
Very funny guy. I do also want to. I mean, she has a much bigger audience than we do, but there is a influencer, a TikTok personality. I think she's an acting coach or something. Laura was kind of telling me about her. Her name's Kennedy Walsh. And she has basically been like talking about wanting to be in movies for forever, which I can understand that.
He's a coach, yeah, probably.
She is in Devil Wears Prada 2 as Emily Blunt's assistant. She shows up in the trailer.
Fun.
So good for her. That's awesome. What a great opportunity. Good, hell yeah.
That's very fun.
But yeah, so what is your relationship with The Devil Wears Prada?
So I did not watch this movie when it came out originally.
Okay.
Because it was 2006 and I was doing boy things, stuff. So I mean, I heard this movie was coming out. I knew a lot of people. There was a lot of hype about this movie when it came out. We'll
talk about it after.
The internet's gonna not be kind to me. I just realized what it was.
You were watching Batman Begins on repeat.
Yes, actually, I was.
I got it. We're back in the episode, boys.
Are we? I feel like people are going to be like, is that what that means?
We're going. We're watching Batman Begins on repeat. Cillian Murphy, Liam Neeson.
It was 2006. So I was watching Superman Returns, which I think came out this same weekend.
Nice.
Fun fact, Devil Wears Prada, I think, took the weekend. I think that was how that went.
Can I give a reason why?
Well, yeah.
Better movie.
Much better movie.
It's a better movie.
So okay, in terms of better movie, here are my notes. I didn't take any. I was too busy watching the movie to take notes. I was laughing and quoting the movie as it happened. So yeah, I watched this movie. I want to say the first time I watched it, I was like 19, and I thought it was great. I thought I had a good time. And then every time I've rewatched it, I have fallen more in love with this movie. Every time I rewatch it, and so like last time. This week when I watched it, I was very excited to watch it. When Abby asked me what movies I needed to watch this week, I was like, so I have to watch The Mummy with Tom Cruise and Devil Wears, and she was like, that one.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to finish.
Not a lot of titles.
That
are a different movie.
And to her point, it was a much better watch.
Than The Mummy 2017?
Yeah.
I would say almost definitively this is, and by almost I mean completely definitively.
Yeah, in pretty much every way this is a better movie. But we're not talking about that one. We're talking about Devil Wears Prada. So.
We are.
But yeah, so I've watched this a handful of times of the year. I wouldn't say I'm like a diehard fan because it's not like I've watched it every year since I've started watching it. But like every time I watch it, I think this movie gets better every time I watch it. To me,
fair.
What is your relationship to this movie?
Kind of similar. I don't specifically remember the first time that I watched it. I don't believe I saw it in theaters. I would have been
Mhm.
7 or 8 when this
Okay.
movie came
Yeah.
out. So I was just like I was with my Rescue Heroes battle station, dude. I had other stuff. I had other stuff
Damn, dude,
going
that's a
on.
deep cut.
What can I fucking say? Listen, cultural touchstones. The Rescue Heroes.
The Rescue
The
Heroes.
Mummy 2017. I am with it.
Superman, did he return? Maybe.
He did.
We talked about it. Go look it up.
We did talk about
Also,
it.
if you haven't joined the Patreon, join the Patreon.
Yeah.
Because
That
we
would be
have
nice.
that, and that'd be nice.
We're talking Star Wars.
We're talking Star Wars. I don't know where we're at this point in the Patreon. But
We're still in the original trilogy.
Yeah, probably.
In Star Wars. We're talking Star Wars on the Patreon. It's $2.99 a month for an extra episode. We're talking all episodes 1 through 9. We're going 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So if you want to hear our sizzling hot takes on The Last Jedi, you either have to subscribe for those months
or
leading
find
up
us
to
in
it,
person,
or you just have to jump on, or go. You'll see my letterboxed. But
so get them in the comments, guys.
But subscribe. But in terms of this movie, yeah, I don't remember exactly the first time I watched it. It was just kind of like consistently present growing up. I've not seen this movie. I'm in a similar place where it's like it's not like I watch it every year, but I have seen it, I don't know, probably 7 times or something like that.
Yeah.
I've seen it a few different times. And I kind of similarly fall in love with it more and more. I do want to talk about one of my favorite memories of this movie that is not specifically watching the movie in itself, is this film, and maybe we can, if you're open to it, we can lead that into our quality of film conversation because it does relate to this. This film was taught in my directing class that I took in college.
Very fun. Fun.
Yeah, I took a directing course that kind of just went through all the different means of production, how to work with actors, blah blah blah, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And we had a portion on visual language, on talking, on offering story in ways that aren't dialogue. And
your teacher was like, "Let me know when your whole life goes up. Then you're ready for a promotion."
Exactly. Unfortunately, there are some things that are brought up in this movie that I'm like, that sounds a lot like acting.
I know. It was like funny. I was like describing this movie to my mom. I was like, "Yeah, the movie's great. It's like Whiplash, but like less depressing."
Yes, very much
she
so.
laughed because she thought I was joking. I'm like, "No, this actually deals with the same shit. It's just not done. It's not shot like a thriller."
But he talked about the opening of this movie specifically, and I think there are instances in the movie that correlate to what he was talking about, my teacher, but how good this movie's opening is, and how there is not a single word of dialogue spoken, but you get a complete understanding of what is the world around our main character, what is our main character's current world,
what is her opinion on the world she's about to enter,
and what is her status in that world.
Yes.
In terms of her looking at the building and starting from her and panning up to the building was one of those things where he was like, it's a David Goliath. She's literally looking at, and
looking at the monolith from 2001.
And he was like, it may not be specific. He's like, I'm not telling you how to do things that have not been done. I'm telling you how to communicate things effectively. And this is an instance of communicating it as effectively as you could. And it is, it speaks to that quality that the movie has. There are moments in the movie as well, the bits, and I'm sure part of this is also in the screenwriting, but I thought the kind of setup and payoff, the callback of Miranda throwing her jacket and purse, what desk she throws it on, pertaining to who is
the number one,
and who is the number 2, I think is very smart. I think when that happens,
very clever. There's a lot of very subtle choices that are very effective.
Yes,
it's not like a flashy movie in terms of its like camera work, but it's also very effective.
No, I do think I love this movie. The direction in terms of like camera and all that stuff. Yeah, it's not flashy. It's not something that I'm walking out of. I'm like, do you remember that fucking shot that when this happened?
No, it's not like Dune where it's like, but also, and you're like, oh, but there's a lot of really, really smart choices in this movie.
I think it's direct, and I think it's clear, and Uh, I think a lot of the little details that they add, like obviously, Emily Blunt's character checks notes. Emily is obviously they talk, through the screenplay. She talks about her love of Paris and wanting to go to Paris,
Mhm.
but right before we get part of that spiel, we see Andy's desktop, and it's just like some random stock image.
Yeah.
And then you go to Emily's desk and you see that her image is the Arc de Triomphe in Paris.
Yeah, she's
So
like
it's like
manifesting the goal, the dream.
you instantly see that and you go, right. So that's in Paris. She likes Paris. So you're now underlining how important this is to her, so that later in the movie,
Mhm.
when the quote unquote betrayal, according to Miranda, happens, it not only is Blunt's performance helping communicate that, but the movie has
Yeah.
put in little bits,
Are you talking about setup and payoff, perhaps?
checks notes. Yes.
Nice. It's
Yeah.
nice to watch a movie that has that.
Yeah, it's nice to have a movie that is confident.
Confident,
This movie is
coherent,
very confident.
funny, entertaining.
Very funny. I would say this is another one similar to Mummy 1999,
Mhm.
where its rewatchability is very high.
Very high rewatchability.
Now, I do think, I'm not saying that there is a low level of quality, but that it's like offset, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I do think the tone of this movie, the just I cannot, like, the balance of that, the turkey sandwich kind of thing that has been talked about
Yeah.
before. This is a little bit more elevated. I think it's a turkey sandwich with a little bit of, to quote, a little bit of Dijon.
A little bit of
there.
Dijon.
A little bit of,
Dijon.
they
I was gonna do is like a chicken parm sandwich with like some pesto on the bread.
maybe they looked at the turkey. They looked at the turkey sandwich and they said, "What if we had an aioli? What if we had a couple sun-dried tomatoes?
Couple sun-dried tomatoes. Yeah, this is an elevated bistro style.
Yeah, it's a they go
Because
"Hey,
bistro is classy.
you go turkey
fuck.
sandwich. Oh, it's on white bread. They go, no, it's on ciabatta.
Yeah, it's on
And you go,
ciabatta.
oh my
It's got
God.
a little bit of pesto.
Ciabatta with some
mozzarella.
pesto. Oh my god, is that fucking mozzarella cheese that you're melting on the toast?
Shit.
This is that. So
This
it's
is
still
slowly turning into a sandwich podcast.
This is. It's also 9 o'clock at night, and I don't think any of us have eaten dinner. So we're
Nope, I barely
we're
had
a
breakfast.
little hungry.
I did have breakfast, but I barely had it.
Well,
I almost didn't.
having it is what matters. Here we go. Give it
Thank
up
you
to
guys.
Dave. Give it up for
I'm
Dave.
doing a little work here.
My breakfast was
Small improvements.
a coffee and a banana.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. I at least had a plate of eggs.
yeah. Look,
But that was like a last minute decision.
I am Andy in the sense that I don't have my life together.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. You're there with the onion bagel.
dude. Look, she grabs that bagel and I go, shit, man, I'll take
Yeah.
a bite of that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Yeah,
Um,
this movie's the grilled cheese sandwich that the boyfriend makes with the Gruyere or whatever.
We really have to make sure that we don't make this podcast about food.
No, we're gonna be talking about this movie exclusively not through its fashion choices, but through things we understand. Sandwiches.
One of the most definitive fashion, if not the most definitive fashion movie of
Yep.
all time. We will have a conversation through cuisine.
Cuisine, yeah.
Lean cuisine. if you
Lean
will.
cuisine, yeah.
Uh,
Lunchables.
There we go. We're just rolling. This is
We're
just
just
we're
rolling.
yes anding. But no, in terms of
Yes.
quality of film, what are some of the things that really stand out to you in
I
terms
mean-
of how it's constructed or how it's put together?
I've already quoted this movie several times, but I think the screenplay for this movie is really incredible. I think this
It's really
I
witty.
think this is I think this is one of those ones that comes up in the, like, if you want to learn how to write a movie, this is one of the screenplays you have to read.
It's really snappy in that, like, kind of like Billy
It's-
Wilder.
It's
kind of
very
way.
snappy.
Not exactly, but-
Characters like have like you come in with their archetypes, and the longer the movie goes, the more you just keep getting more and more depth to every character.
Yeah.
It like with Nigel, like you think, okay, I think I got this guy pegged. By the end of the movie, you're crying for him and like the loss that he experiences. Even with Emily, you go from like this bitch to like, oh my god, she's not gonna get to go to Paris. Like, even though she's objectively kind of awful the entire movie, your heart hurts when she doesn't get to go to Paris. You know.
I also think you start to understand even more
Like you already sent the score.
I was like, I'm just gonna throw this guy in there.
No, it's funny because I was thinking maybe I should just do the same. So I'm
I
just
had
gonna
it locked
throw that
in.
in there.
I will say I lock my score in when I
Yeah.
take my notes. I put them at the end of my
I
notes.
try to lock it in I've been
Um,
trying to do it more and more because I think it actually helps my ability to discuss the film in an articulate way.
I feel that.
Um,
But I think like as the movie goes on, you start to realize like Emily's at it, like her behavior in terms of how she talks to Andy and all this other stuff.
mhm.
It does kind of pertain to, I mean, she's having to work under Miranda. Like
Yeah.
she is kind of trying, she's just trying to survive.
It's Omaha Beach and Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah,
She's
man. It's
standing there with
fucking
holding her hand, looking around for the rest of her body.
what is one to do? And especially in a place where Miranda, as someone who loves Sex in the City, I can't help but say Miranda and not think of this is you guys aren't gonna get this, but like Steve is like her like main interest, and
Yeah.
he goes Miranda is how he says her name, and whenever I say it, I want to go Miranda like that.
This.
But when Miranda plays the games that she plays, like it's like how
Uh-huh.
are you to trust anybody, and it is cutthroat, and that is kind of like seated in
Yeah.
from the top
Mhm.
down.
Yeah.
But sorry, continue on kind of what
No,
you're saying.
but I mean, like to what you're saying, even with the Miranda's character, like we have an idea of her, and as we understand like the depth of what that is and what she's willing to do and what she will fight for and what she won't.
Yeah.
Like by the end, like it's just a very like like all the characters are so interesting and they're so funny, and like even the people who are like the meanest, like your heart kind of hurts for them in a way. And I think, I mean, part of that's the writing, part of that's the actors cast. There's a reason I think they're wanting to do a sequel, but we'll get into that I think a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, this is one of the most quotable movies of all time as well. Like I thought in lieu of actual notes, I just have the quotes pulled up.
Fair.
So
Good quotes.
We can go to it, you know?
What's your favorite quote?
It's probably I'll just read it because I have it and you brought it up, so it might be yours. So I apologize. Well, so I have two.
Okay.
But so this one has always stuck with me. But I'm on this new diet. You know, I don't really eat anything, and when I feel like I'm about to faint, I eat a cube of cheese.
Great. Good.
Yep.
Very funny. Very sad.
Very, very sad. But my other favorite one is when Anne Hathaway is pouring the bowl of like chowder, and Stanley Tucci's like, you know, there's cellulite in chowder.
Dude, Tucci is just hitting home runs every fucking scene he's in.
Yeah.
My favorite line is a Tucci.
Is it a Tucci?
It's gird your loins.
Gird your loins.
It's gotta be gird.
That's
Leans out the
one.
door, gird your loins at full volume.
That's a pretty good one. I also love the yes, please move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me.
In terms of quality, like it does speak to rewatchability, but like, and I think too why people, I think you maybe just echoed this a little or brought this up a little bit, like why people are so hungry for a sequel.
Yep.
This is a movie that is so well performed.
Yes.
Mostly everybody.
Mostly everyone.
Our main players are great.
Yeah.
Tucci, wonderful as always.
10 out of
10. Caesar Flickerman himself.
Yep.
Just fantastic. You follow his TikTok?
I think I don't know if I follow him on his TikTok. I've seen him. Yeah.
It's him every fucking Matt Friend, he's a TikToker. He does a great Tucci impression. Every TikTok is Tucci sitting in his kitchen. He goes, "Are we rolling? Are we rolling?"
Yeah.
And then he goes, "This is a couscous in a Tupperware that we're matching with some focaccia bread, and we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of vinaigrette on top of that."
That's amazing.
And every TikTok is him cooking something.
Yeah.
Man. And it's you sit there and I watch it, I go, I want to hang out with you, but I feel like I would feel so inferior if I was like, but Tooch, have you had like a Crunchwrap Supreme?
Yeah.
Like the energy, I wish it's a very like, we are not worthy kind of, you are far more sophisticated than I am.
Have you seen his, is it Finding Italy? Is that the show?
No, I've wanted to watch it.
It's great. I don't think I've seen every episode, but every episode I've watched has made me so goddamn hungry.
But like, yeah,
not to pull it back to food, but
he's wonderful. We were saying this off mic, and we're talking about it a little bit here. Meryl Streep, just
the GOAT,
just the best actor of all. Just truly one of our finest actors.
Yep.
Like in a role that is such a she's able to switch those gears so perfectly and make it so
the
natural.
And the like the specificity of every like choice, like
well, when she's cutting, but also when she's the few moments in the movie when she's vulnerable
yes
are really powerful, and there's because of how quiet they are.
Yep.
That when Anne Hathaway walks up the steps and Meryl sees her and they recognize each other as she's in a fight with her husband.
Yeah.
And that look that she gives her, like there's just so much in that look that like that's why she's the fucking GOAT. Like she's just the best, man.
Yep.
The look is iconic.
The look is iconic. Do you know this performance is partially inspired by Clint Eastwood and how he directs?
That rules.
I know,
that's
right?
awesome.
Yeah, it's like a portion of it. There's like several other inspirations, but that's the fun one I'll bring up.
It's like the Tom Hanks thing, right? Where he's like
all right,
Clint.
wow.
Clint doesn't call action. He just goes like, "Go on with it."
He's like, "Get it on with, get it over with."
Isn't his cut like, "All right, I think that's enough."
Yeah, it's like, "All right, enough of that." Yeah,
that's great.
One take, we're done.
Yeah, like I mean, how do we feel about Anne Hathaway? I feel like she can be a bit controversial, might be a strong word, but I feel like there are people who really love her. And there are people who really don't. And I don't often find people who exist in the middle.
Well, so with Anne Hathaway, I've always been a fan of her. I like seeing her in movies.
Same.
So I'm going to say I'm a fan.
I'm glad you both said that because I thought this was going to be one of the episodes I just stopped.
We were going to be like, we don't like Anne Hathaway.
I was like, oh, my computer died.
If we didn't like Anne Hathaway...
I will be on the record. I pre-gamed Devil Wears Prada with Ella Enchanted like the day before. I
haven't seen the movie in forever.
It's fucking great. It's great.
Good.
It's like Shrek but live action. So it's like, you know, you're at home. There's like a bit where they're like on an escalator that has like dudes like cranking like the gears.
You know what's great? Fucking Princess Diaries, man.
Princess Diaries freaking rules.
Great.
No, I'm a pro Anne Hathaway, but I am aware of some of the like blind items and her attitudes behind the scenes a little bit, and I don't know that I approve of any of that, but I also don't know how much of it's true. So I'm not here to feed those rumors, but if those are the reasons that you're not like hip on Anne Hathaway, then you know that's your bag, I guess. But
I've never really,
but I've always been pro Anne
what
Hathaway.
It is. Same.
I think she's always really great in everything, even when the movie kind of sucks.
Yeah, I would agree. I think I've never really known exactly what it is that people are against her for. I've heard things of people being like it's kind of like a I've heard someone liken her to Bradley Cooper in the
interesting.
We see how hard you're trying.
Oh, interesting. I don't know if I get that.
And I've never really thought that. I once heard someone relate her to Rachel Zegler in the sense that like people are like bump up against her because of like a theater person energy. To that,
get over yourself.
Fuck off.
It just sounds like you're a hater. Like honestly, it just sounds like that. Like you're just mad because they get to do the roles that you don't. Kind of energy, which is like I think a problem in theater.
Look, I shoot from the hip when I say fuck off. I tend to do it pretty liberally. But I will say like I mean I'm very pro Rachel Zegler. I adore her. I think she's fantastic.
She's fantastic.
Snow White is a movie that is not very good, but
Will I watch it? We'll never know.
Watch Waiting for a Wish. That song.
Okay,
with
I'll watch
her.
that.
She's great. It happened. I turned to Laura as we were watching it. I was like, you gotta admit, she fucking rules. Like she's so good.
No, she's great. She's good on Blank Check too when she shows up on that show.
Wonderful on Blank Check. Yeah. She's West Side Story is her first movie.
West Side Story rules.
And it's one of the coolest fucking.
That movie has one problem, and it's Ansel Elgort. But
that movie would be a 5-star for me if it wasn't for him in that movie.
I know.
Especially because
funny he's the most famous one in the movie, and he's the worst one.
Fucking runs circles around.
No,
him.
it is like it's almost unfair to him how much better she is.
The fucking balcony scene they do, like it is watching that, it is like watching a murder be committed. Like it is like, oh my god,
it's not like Rick and Morty was like it just fucking died.
He doesn't stand a chance.
No, he doesn't.
And but Hathaway is again. It's
Hathaway's she's great in everything. I think
Hathaway's great in everything.
Yeah.
I think she's great here. I think the movie. It's our wonderful producer Michael Dishno was talking about this in regards to Barbie, that they make some digs at her character at like her being overweight or her being ugly or all this other stuff, and it's kind of like the Barbie moment where it's like, note to the filmmaker, if you're gonna like try to just maybe don't,
if you're gonna try to sell the point, don't cast Margot Robbie.
Yeah, that's it. That's
that
it,
name
right?
sounded wrong to me. It sounded like it was supposed
Margot
to be
Robbie.
backwards because it's in Barbie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rargo Bobby.
Rargo
Bobby baby bumpers.
Barbie. Baby boogie bumpers. Sounds like we got was it Prospector Pete from fucking no that's Toy Story 2. What's the guy in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers?
Oh, fucking Cornelius. Is that his name?
Yeah, Cornelius.
The guy who's like,
hey boys, is it late?
Yeah, it's very late,
It's
and
late.
I haven't eaten.
Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon
I can't even
Cornelius.
say
What
it.
did I say?
You said Cornelius something.
Did I?
I don't know if I'm being honest.
I think you're giving me too
I need to
much
turn
credit.
these up.
I think I said Roger Barbie baby bumpers.
Roger baby boogie bumpers.
Yeah.
It's just the Swedish chef.
Oh,
tonight.
true.
Swedish chef. We're pulling it back to food.
Dude, imagine if he was in the kitchen cooking that corn chowder.
Dude, he's like, show you like.
Dude, one day we need to talk about the fucking Muppets on this show.
We will. Honestly, I think next Patreon series, I think we just go through all the Muppet movies.
What if we did Muppets and Muppets Most Wanted? Those are technically a sequel. The original Muppets.
Well, I mean, that's the problem is because they're connected to all of the Muppet stuff that's come before that. Like, I mean, you could probably, because like Christmas Carol and Treasure Island is them like performing it like they're the cast and they're doing that. So that's like not part of their like lore, but like Take Manhattan and
lore
like,
is a perfect word choice for that.
Yeah, it's
I
like
love that.
it's like it's not part of their actor's journey. It's like that's just a movie they did.
Sure, of course.
When they teamed up with Sir Michael Caine to do Christmas Carol.
Fucking shout out to
Tim Curry,
Rogan and Sabrina Carpenter for bringing the
I know.
Muppets back. Bro.
I'm very down. I would love to do it because I love the Jason Segel Muppet movie.
Great
I'm
movie.
not as I don't like dislike Muppets Most Wanted, but I don't think it doesn't work. That one doesn't work for me.
I've never seen it.
I really, really liked that first one, but I know that one is like the people who like the Muppet gatekeepers and like the Muppet crew. They don't love it. They didn't like working on it. Jason Segel was like a diehard Muppet fan. Like that movie's largely like anecdotal, like to him, and so I think he was pretty bummed. So I'm kind of like sad he doesn't get to be a part of that. I guess. Presumably he's not working on this one, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, he's friends with Rogan, so who knows?
I mean, he might show up on it, I guess. But so I mean, with that show coming out, I mean, I just love the Muppets, man. So like, you say when.
If you were to cast, to get back into the conversation on the Devil Wears Prada, to just transition it so perfectly, if you could make one of the characters a Muppet, who would it be?
Ooh, just one? No,
Dish
I tell you.
Have you guys seen that text post? That's like, if you could only turn one character into Muppet.
Yeah, or if you, it's like if you could turn everyone into
and
Muppets,
the the movie that's in the example is Saving Private Ryan, and it's like just imagine it two ways. It's an entire Muppet movie, but only Private Ryan,
only Matt Damon
is in a Muppet, or the other way around. You go through the entire movie and find out that he's a Muppet.
I think it's got to be that one, right?
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. It's just Kermit.
Obviously, it would be Miranda.
It's fucking
Miranda would probably be the one.
Miranda's
but what's
a
funny? It's funny that we talked about this, but in the Jason Segel Muppet movie, Emily Blunt plays Emily again in that movie.
Is she really?
And she's in Paris. They go to when they were getting the team together. They go to Paris, and Miss Piggy is doing
the Muppets from 2011.
In the 2011 Muppet movie, Miss Piggy's doing a Devil Wears Prada riff, and her assistant is Emily Blunt as Emily,
awesome.
And she has the hair and the eye color and like the eyeshadow and everything.
Emily Blunt is fantastic in this movie,
and she's also fantastic in the Muppet movie.
She's great in everything,
which I guess is now canon to the Devil Prada universe.
Good.
So maybe we should watch this next and then do Devil Wears Prada too. We might have the.
We'll adjust the schedule. We'll work around the Muppets.
We'll work around it.
There we go. Thank you for saying it. Yeah. So true, and thank you for saying it.
Someone had to, Matt. Someone had to.
Emily Blunt. This is her first American film. Is that the whole thing, right? Or this is her this is her breakout.
This
right?
is like her breakout one. I don't think it's her first one, but it's in a string of like.
I know this is the one where people are like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Because
she was one of the standouts that she stole the show. Let's go to her
which
filmography.
Is a testament to her that she is with Anne Hathaway, Stanley Tucci, and Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
And she blows up. I mean, she is constantly great.
Okay, so...
I can't think of I haven't seen all of her movies, so maybe, but like
so she's done like 8 movies before this, some like straight TV stuff, but this looks like it would be her American film debut. Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, her like this is like her breakout.
This
role.
Is a big one.
This is the big one.
Yeah, I think she is so good. And everyone in this cast is like this, but I'll highlight her specifically. She's so good at being funny and not being funny, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
She's playing comedy without doing funny.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
No, she's like in a drama for herself.
She's fully committed.
Yeah.
She's fully locked in. Like that bit when she finds out that she's not going to Paris and she's in the hospital bed and she's like, you fucking, and she's just
eating all the stuff,
like,
the Jello and the.
That whole bit is great. Yeah, I think a lot of times, I think movies like this, like performances in movies like this, I think they're easy to write off.
Oh yeah, easy.
I think people not really recognize the difficulty of maintaining a tone like that. Because if you're doing a slapstick comedy, you can play to the back of the house and you can go big and you can, swing at the fences. And a lot of actors say this, and I would agree. I don't know if you would agree as an actor as well. Comedy's harder than drama.
Yes.
And
it's very hard to land a joke
comedy.
when you have to do something funny, and if you don't do it right, people don't laugh.
Yeah, it's easier to yell than it is to be funny.
It is much easier to yell, yes.
And I think, and granted, drama is not yelling.
Good drama is also very difficult to do, but also very, in a lot of cases, undersung in favor of the people who just yell.
That's true.
But yeah, we're not talking about that. No,
I will say, I think our main four, those main four, I think are stellar.
Yes, I think they're stellar. I think
the supporting cast around them.
Some of the supporting cast is not as great. I also think, just objectively, I think she has terrible friends.
Anne Hathaway,
her character,
I think
Andy Sachs. I think her friends kind of suck.
I
understand where they're coming from, but I don't feel like they make any attempt to understand what she's going through at all. And they're just like, you abandoned us, and they just like leave her out to dry like that whole movie.
I think the friend when she
it bugs me
when her friend catches her flirting with the mentalist, whatever the
that's
fuck
true,
is
yeah.
That whatever, I don't know his fucking
with
name.
The mentalist,
like that's the show he was on.
That guy's playing a version of himself allegedly.
Yes, we know some information that we're not going to talk about on mic.
I can neither confirm nor deny without the secretary's approval.
We're gonna hold that close to the chest. When that scene happens, and she's like, "I don't fucking know you anymore," like that I get.
That I get, but
totally
they're kind of already treating her like they've caught her doing that already, and I feel like that part has always been a little like interesting to me, like how quickly they like I feel like they're already just like about things, and I understand like that's like part of the whole thing, but I don't think that I think that if they were better friends, they would like interrogate that a little bit more. But that's kind of the point, is that this whole thing is like tearing her life apart and stuff. And so, and often you don't get chances to put that stuff back together. So,
and I would connect more maybe to aspects of her life falling apart if I was more connected to the characters. What is his name? Entourage, Adrian Grenier. Is that his name? As
Aquaman.
As the boyfriend. Yes, right. James Cameron's Aquaman.
James Cameron. Adrian Grenier.
I find him a little. I haven't seen him in a ton of stuff. I'm not judging him on the whole. I'm just speaking from my understanding of him in this movie. I find this character a little flat.
He's a little flat, yeah. I would agree with that.
He's a little boring to me. I also think The Mentalist, whatever his fucking name is, also kind of. I also don't know if him and Hathaway have particularly exciting chemistry.
Well, you just given. I don't know. He just
I think
seems
she
like
has
an interesting,
more
kinda
exciting
guy.
chemistry with Tucci than
She's
she
got
does with him.
she's got better chemistry with everyone else in the movie.
Or with what's the designer who gets the big Jack?
Christian Holt.
Christian Holt.
Yeah, at least that's the character. I don't remember.
Yeah, that
Daniel Sunjata. Is that his name?
let me see.
Sunjata.
Yeah. She has better chemistry with him.
He does. She does.
They come together. I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. And then we veer off, and Mentalist is like, by the way, I wear a scarf, and I know people who write Harry Potter.
My hair is coiffed.
That's so true. But yeah, I don't. That whole element of it has never really worked too well for me. It illustrates the point that it needs to illustrate.
Yeah,
but I don't find myself connecting to it very much.
Yeah, well, it's like I don't know. It's a thing of like it's like it doesn't like. I think it works in the sense that we're not supposed to be happy with any of the things that are happening here, and so like it ends up like being like it functions the way it's supposed to, I guess. And so for me, that's where it works. But I know what you're talking about. Like I feel like as a performance, it's not particularly nuanced.
No, it's yeah, like maybe not. Yeah, it's like nuanced. It's I don't know. I'm not seeing the chemistry.
Yeah,
I don't, and that is one of those things where like people sometimes will be like, chemistry, what the fuck does that even mean? Like all this other stuff. But like that when I am less engaged in that parts of the movie, that's the part where
you turn off.
I turn off a little bit. But everything else, I'm locked
nice,
in.
Nice.
In my notes, it is my dream for Stanley Tucci to walk me around a closet and hand me clothes. I would.
That'd be amazing.
Great would that be if he was like, you get to wear this now and this now and this now and this now? I'd say yes, please. Yeah. How do we feel about the outfits in this movie as two men on a film podcast who clearly have the clout to talk about fashion?
Yes, and especially mid 2000s fashion at that.
Yes.
So I mean, it's funny. I think there's some looks in this movie that work, and there's some that I'm like, what in the hell is that?
Some that are very 2000s,
incredibly 2000s. Yeah, this. I mean, there's some outfits I like. There's a green dress Anne Hathaway wears in this that I quite like.
I think a lot of the costume design is fun. I think Miranda's looks are very fun.
Yeah, she's probably the most consistent.
She's fucking dressed to the nines. Guy.
I do have questions about the 1/4 zip he has for during the animal shoot, and it's like it's like a jungle gradient.
Yeah, he's keeping in theme.
He's in theme. It is the most fascinating piece of I think it was one of the more fascinating pieces in the movie for me.
Yeah, I get that. That's
along with the little like newsboy cap Anne Hathaway was in that one scene where she like comes
the newsboy cap is fun, dude. I think in that scene at one point Laura and I were watching this together. And there's a moment where we literally both looked at each other, and at the same time we went, "What the fuck is she wearing?"
That was Abby and I as well. We were just like, "What?"
But that's more that's just a testament to the 2000s. But yeah, I think this movie's paced really well.
It's extremely paced well. Yeah.
I think it's very witty and snappy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the directing. One might argue there's left to be desired, but also like I don't really know what you're gonna do with the movie like this.
The director is in complete service of what this is.
It's also yes,
both in terms of it's like because it's sort of like this kind of on surface level just looks like a rom-com, I guess, and so in like that regard, like it's a lot more than that, but like this is the director is smart enough to like get out of the way and let the things like work.
Speaking also,
I guess
I just want to just talk about this for 2 seconds. Speaking of Meryl and kind of movies in this tone, she's not in it, but bro, do you hear fucking Nancy Meyers is making another movie?
Really?
You didn't hear?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, it's confirmed.
Did you see The Intern?
No, not yet. Okay, I've heard people like that movie.
I started it. I didn't finish it. I struggled to get into that one, and that is actually one where I sort of Anne Hathaway actually didn't work for me in that movie, but. I don't know if I'm in the minority on that one.
Warner Brothers
struggle with that one.
Has given the green light for a 2027 release date for a new Nancy Meyers movie that stars
Jack Nicholson.
No, that'd be crazy.
Can you imagine he's like back?
Fucking, how's it going?
He's like, Nance, you're gonna have a hell of a time.
Get ready for this. Buckle up.
Maybe, but I'm buckling.
Penelope Cruz.
Oh, crap.
Kieran Culkin.
Oh, crap.
Jude Law.
Ooh.
Emma Mackey.
All right.
And Owen Wilson.
Get us an Owen Wilson in there. Dang.
Lock me into this
all
couch
right.
because I'm fucking sad. Nancy's
Interesting.
back at the plate. I'm
That
fucking
was
ready,
none
bro.
of none of those names I thought I was gonna hear. I mean, some of maybe Jude Law. That kind of like makes sense to me.
Very pro Nancy Myers.
Yeah,
like
I
her
mean-
quite a bit. She's very fun.
Damn.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm ready, bro.
That's cool. I'm ready for that. Yeah.
You ever seen It's Complicated?
I have not seen It's Complicated. I've been trying to see that movie for a minute, and
Would you say that
it's complicated.
it's complicated your route into
Yeah, my path to watching that movie.
Am I
it
jamming
happens
this
to be-
bit into the episode a little bit?
No, not at all. Jam
Thank
away,
you.
my friend.
Thank you.
Jam
Thank you.
away.
So The Devil Wears Prada
Yes.
is a movie in which
House of Gucci.
oh
No, I don't have a bit there. I just want to
House-
say it.
How's Gucci's okay. That movie's all right. I don't mind it. But
Charlie was dope. I'll say that.
do we want to move into kind of the factors of rewatchability with this?
I mean, I think we kind of touched on it.
'Cause I feel like-
this movie is extremely watchable. I think we've already said that.
yeah.
I don't. I guess if you, I don't know if I have anything else to say on that because I've already just kind of gushed about the movie.
I think the
Well,
stuff
what else? What are you thinking?
I think the stuff that really makes it obviously the obviously good jokes, funny dialogue,
Funny
good
dialogue.
chemistry. That is all really helpful. I think, and I touched on this a little bit earlier, but like the bits, the small dramatic bits that we
Mhm.
get, because a lot of the like shenanigans that ensue are fun, but like, you know, they're like, I don't know, like the Harry Potter book bit,
Mm-hmm.
it like the payoff of that I think is stronger for me than the actual pursuit of the thing.
Yeah.
Like when she slams it on the desk and she's like, just one, and she's like, don't worry, I made two, and I had them bound. They're already with the kids. This is just for you, just in case.
Yeah.
Like just to give a fuck you. Like that's the
yeah.
part that really sells that
Yeah,
sequence for me.
the sequence itself isn't great, but I will say that steak that she pulls out in that first 15 minutes and back, it's one of the best looking steaks I've ever seen.
Good. I like that we're keeping the food going on.
I'm
this.
gonna try to work the food into every part of this episode.
I like so like that stuff is good. Like again, like I think it's the moments of when the movie gets quiet
Yeah.
that I really love. We talked about this off mic. The bit when Tucci finds out he didn't get the promotion
Incredible.
is such
some of the best acting I've ever seen on celluloid
my
or
heart
otherwise.
breaks. Like it's such a small, and again, it's one of those things where like it's still he's balancing how light it. I mean, I'm talking a lot about Tucci, but like he's balancing the tone of the movie while still
Mhm.
playing the stakes of it,
Yeah.
and the heartbreak of it.
Yep.
I think Hathaway is able to really lean on that and like
Yeah.
balance off with him as well. I think all the bits when Miranda and Andy are alone, the two of them are wonderful.
Yeah.
Are so good.
Mhm.
And you know, that final conversation of the like, I see a lot of myself in you.
Yeah.
And I think what
Yeah,
I
ooh,
love
chills.
the most about this movie is it's the conversation that it's having about how how like industries like this can turn you into something you're
Yeah.
not, right? I think that it's not the only movie to have this conversation, but it's
Yeah.
one of that I really enjoy. That
Mhm.
it is like Anne Hathaway leaves before it's too late.
Yeah.
You know, that
It's like a coming of age story, but like, this is like we're like the moment of like, are you gonna keep going down this path, or are you gonna, go back to what's important to you?
she's learned I think there is value in the kind of cutthroat industry that she
Mhm.
has now operated in, that she has learned to stick up for herself. She has learned to, it's like one of those, I had to talk about a film teacher. I won't name him by name, but there is a introductory film class that I think you also might have taken at the same college that we both went to. There is a certain
Yes.
professor who is very intense. Those of which who are friends of us, who listen to the show, who go to that program, will know who we're talking about. He at the beginning of the class,
Mhm.
he says, "I'm going to push you guys and be very hard on you, because he's basically like, if you can deal with me, you can deal with anyone."
Yeah.
Was his whole philosophy. And There are arguments for and against that, is what I will say.
Yeah. Well, I think with that, I would say, especially in a teaching environment, there is a balance.
Yes.
Because as a teacher, I think to be nurturing is also important.
Totally.
But I do understand the value of the experience being difficult.
Yeah, and
but
I think,
like so at a certain point, is it just your own gratification of tormenting someone too?
Very
I think
true.
if that's the line you're on, you're
yeah,
you can go
the
fuck
conversation needs to be had.
yourself. Yeah, I think a conversation needs to be had.
Can I totally derail the topic here for a would you rather that I just came across?
Sure.
Hit me with a would you rather.
Would you rather have one raccoon know all your secrets and occasionally hint at them, or have one goose publicly overreact to everything you do?
Know all my secrets and hint at it as in amongst company.
Read that one more time.
Occasionally. Have one raccoon know all your secrets and occasionally hint at them, or have one goose publicly overreact to everything you do.
So like if I open a soda, he'll be like, "Oh my god!" I don't know why that's the voice of the goose.
Could
Well, yeah, he sounds like the turkey in Chicken Little. You know what I'm saying? The little Don Knotts action there.
Oh yeah, true.
He's like, oh,
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think
And I like that they're. Can I just say something? I like that they're animals. I like that we're living in a world with anthropomorphic animals.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't know if I could take the goose doing that. Like just everything I do, I think that would drive me insane at a point. And I don't like what the raccoon's doing, but I think I'd have an easier time with it.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
not saying I
raccoon.
approve of it, but I just feel like it'd be easier to tolerate over a longer period of time.
Also, I'm gonna be honest. Like I've said this, off mic. I hate birds. I'm like quite afraid of them.
I've been attacked by birds, so I am also not hip on birds.
Really?
I have.
What bird?
Crow.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Dave.
That's rough.
Are you okay?
Shocked that didn't come up during our mummy episode, but maybe I was just
You were
blocking the memory.
attacked by a crow?
I was attacked by a random crow. It was May, so it was mating season, so there were eggs in bushes, and I was my family had gone to the pool that day because it was summer. School was out, or was it May? Might have been June, but we were going to the pool. It was a hot day.
Yeah.
We were there. I can't remember which sibling. Someone left their goggles in the car, so I took my mom's keys and I went there. I was like 11. No, I was in elementary school, so probably 5th grade, 4th or 5th grade, something like that. Is that 11? How old would I have been?
That's like 9 or 10. I think.
9 or 10? Okay, well we'll go with 10.
11 or 12 is like 6th, 7th grade.
Okay, I was gonna say okay. Then let's go with 10 just to be conservative. But I, I was going through and I saw like a quarter or something on the ground, and I literally bent down to pick it up.
Yeah.
And I was next to a bush, and then a bird just fucking attacked me.
Oh my God.
And it just was pecking my head, and I ran to the car, got the key, and I was struggling to get in because I was trying to I was freaking the fuck out.
At 10?
At 10.
Fuck,
and I was
dude.
crying. I was sobbing. I didn't have a cell phone. I was, even if I did, we were at the pool. Probably wasn't going to take the cell phone to the car, but I was just in the car, hunkered down, and I don't know what to do. And I struggled to go outside for a while.
I was going to say, if that happened to me, I'd never leave my house. I would.
It was like one
I'd
of
become
those,
SpongeBob.
Yeah, it was when Tony Stark is PTSDing and his hands shaking. Every time the birds were I was
Laura has talked to me where she's like, you want to act what are you going to do if you book a role where you have to interact with a bird? And I said, it's one of 3 things. It's 1, CGI bird.
CGI bird, okay.
2, beta blockers. Or 3,
go on.
I don't take the job. Straight up, I do not want to interact with birds. I find them weird and creepy and terrifying.
Yeah,
all of them. I think geese are weird. Swans freak me out a little bit sometimes.
The shoebill.
I fucking hate those things, man.
Yeah.
Pigeons. What's going on with those guys?
Okay, I feel bad for pigeons though.
I feel a little bad for them.
Yeah.
I got one
If you
more.
know.
Crows scare the shit
I got
out
one
of me.
more.
The raccoon.
And then we can get back to the episode. But
Yeah, my answer is the raccoon for the first one.
Yeah, raccoon. I'm taking the raccoon.
Would you rather eat a carrot that tastes like your favorite food, but it's the size of a horse, and you have to eat the whole thing every day?
Oh.
Or
Until it's gone, or every day forever. They
Every
I finish
day.
it and they bring in a new one.
or a horse. Wait.
Where are you finding these?
Just
What if it
scrolling.
was a notes app? He was just writing.
I was writing these down. Okay, wait. The carrot that tastes like your favorite food, but it's the size of a horse, and you have to eat the whole thing every day. Or a horse that speaks English and tastes like oranges, but he's the size of a carrot. And you know what? You don't even have to eat him. You could just be friends with him. He's kind of cool. His name is Joe. Joe the horse.
I'm fucking hanging out with Joe.
I was gonna say I'm hanging out with Joe. Joe,
I'm
cool.
putting him on my shoulder.
Can I give him a trench coat?
Oh.
Can I put the
He
horse
can
in a
have
trench
shades even.
coat? Ooh, a horse and shades.
Could you imagine?
Whose horse is this?
Fuck, what are you referencing?
All right, all right.
I don't know. It's
Back
only
to the
it's
back to the
one of
episode.
those
I
like
had to do it.
TikTok sound bites now, and I don't remember what it's actually from.
I want to say to
Comment
people
in the below if you know.
who are watching the video version of this episode, go back to when Dave was telling the story about him getting attacked by a bird, and look at how locked in I am to him telling that story. As you were saying it,
Which
I
is
was
hilarious to go from that right into some would you rather.
It's true. I will say with the would you
I guess
rather,
that was in between the would you rathers.
the would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? It's the duck-sized horses every time.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. That's like a John Wick
Who's
sequence.
picking?
I'm just
Are
like,
you? I'm not fighting a duck that's like 7 feet
I
tall.
want Mega Duck.
You want to fight the duck?
one mega duck?
What are you gonna do?
He's like, I'm gonna suplex it.
I'm so concerned.
I don't know
What are
the
you
battle
gonna
that
do?
was.
You know that bit in Lord of the Rings where Legolas like grabs the neck of the horse and he like flips around onto it? It's like that.
I don't know.
Do you think
I have that battle in me.
He's got the fight, yeah.
I have no self-confidence in myself? I was
Yeah.
like, anything that's bigger than me will take me down.
Yeah.
I do not believe in myself in that
I
way.
honestly think I have a tendency to get overwhelmed, so I feel like I actually am with Dish. I think having the one thing to sort of lock into would be like I would
be stricken with fear.
I think
I don't
the
know.
100 size or the 100 I guess they're horses. right?
100 horses, the size of a duck. So
Yeah.
barely to your ankle, bro.
True.
That's how big ducks are, right?
Yeah,
I've been
okay,
reading
maybe.
Dungeon Crawler Carl, so I feel like either one could. I have some experience in my mind about it. You know,
Yeah. Should we
it's
move?
kind of that vibe.
Should we move into narrative runway?
The movie, yeah.
Let's talk
Yes.
about narrative.
Real
runway.
quick before we go to narrative runway, I wanted to tell a story about what the director told Stanley Tucci in that scene where
Oh,
he loses
sure.
the promotion.
Yes.
He told him, I want you to act like you've been nominated for the Academy Award, and then they read out the other name. And like that
Damn.
was what they did. And Meryl Streep was like, "Oh, I'll help you with that,"
That's fucking
which
great.
is pretty baller. Also, fun fact: the shade she wears as Miranda Priestley show up in Mamma Mia in the Money
Really?
episode, the Money Money sequence. Yeah.
Good and cool and fun.
Yep. So pulling brilliant full circle of season 1 here.
I will say
Narrative runway.
I love this movie. This is one of those ones where it kind of wraps itself up in a bow
This
for me.
movie has a very nice bow at the end of it. The hero's journey, I think, is complete at the end of this movie.
It's one of those like you could maybe tell a movie about Andy working at the newspaper, but it's like, what is that? What does that
sequel
do?
to me for this one is more about, not to get ahead of the points, but it's like no Anne Hathaway in the next one. Everyone else returns because they all still work at the same job, and not like
So
do the
it's
same
still
thing, but
set
like
at
you essentially,
Runway.
yeah. Like I feel like it. Like to me, the idea for a sequel is like that character goes off, and now I don't think this movie works for the record. But
Or
to
do
me,
the West Wing, but
Ooh.
with Runway.
Okay, well, so a series of just a year in the life of Runway actually, I think would go fucking hard.
Not to be that guy that he's like, what if it's a TV show? But
Okay,
like,
but sometimes we don't talk enough about like what if this movie actually had a TV show. I actually would endorse like an HBO Succession style Runway. Like it sounds dumb, but like that actually sounds interesting to me. Like that's a show I would watch.
you ever seen Project Runway?
Oh,
Good show.
ever seen the movie Life Size?
Yes.
Dude, it's finally on.
Great.
It's on Disney Plus. I just watched that too.
Is it really?
It
Fuck
is, yeah.
I gotta
No,
watch
it was
that.
actually funny to the point where like you couldn't find that movie anywhere because there was some disputes over I think like some of the music that was in it. Like it was like in limbo for a long time, and like you just couldn't get it. And I was gearing up to get that movie like for Valentine's Day as like a gift. Like, and I was going to start like some eBay search, and then we were browsing Disney Plus, and it just popped up.
Fucking awesome.
And it's still a fun time. Until I was like, "Would you want to own that?" And she was like, "No, not really." And I was like, "Okay, thank God." So I think a VHS of that was like $150 or something.
Yeah,
and I
fair,
was
fair,
like,
fair.
All right, cool, good to know. I'll spend that money somewhere else.
But
okay,
that's an
jumping
interesting
back in.
point of the company of hanging on.
I just like narrative runway. This movie doesn't have it to me.
No.
But these characters are fun. I really enjoy all of them. I mean, obviously I would love to see Anne Hathaway in another one of these, but it's like I don't know what that story is. I feel like whatever that story is going to feel very forced.
And the trailer that we have so far, right? There will probably be another trailer that comes out after this recording episode that we are not aware of at this moment.
Yes.
That will offer more to the plot. I know Miranda's husband has been recast. It will be Kenneth Branagh.
Well, is he playing the same guy or is he?
I read it as he's playing the same guy.
Because I mean, he could be a different guy because he's getting a divorce at the end of this one. So
That's
like,
true.
It could just be another guy.
But
I mean, also could be like we're doing more with this guy, so now we're bringing in Kenneth Branagh, which I did not know.
Maybe
which
they're
is
doing more
very
with the
funny.
character.
So is he gonna have only if he has the mustache?
The Poirot mustache.
The Poirot, yeah.
I thought about those movies the other day, and I thought, would we do those on the podcast?
Maybe
I think I've never seen them, but I hear they're kind of fun.
I hear it's like that thing of like, yeah, they're clearly not pulling in the Knives Out scores, but
Dish is sending stuff, dude. I'm getting my Apple Watch. I'm getting notification after notification.
Wait, why am I not getting
excited.
it?
You are. Save them for after.
Wait, you're not texting the whole chat?
They're in the chat.
Which chat? I'm not getting shit.
I see.
Is it just me and Matt and the we need one more
You sent
group
one
chat?
directly to me, and you sent
is
two
it?
to
Is
the
it the
chat.
Instagram chat?
I sent
Instagram chat.
No, the first one I sent it to the podcast Instagram on accident.
Oh my god, my Instagram pulled up and it's just the
outfits trend.
It's the outfits trend.
I like that sequence. That's
that sequence
fun.
is very good. I like all the outfits in that one.
Yeah.
That's not the green jacket I was talking about. I like the beanie. I like the beanie.
Good beanie. Sure.
We're going through.
Dish is having a riot in the corner. I am so excited to find out what is on that screen. It's a black screen.
It's a picture of it's just his reflection
looking at him.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think with the journey of Andy, I think she has
her journey seems pretty complete. I mean, obviously she goes on to do other things, but I think for the purposes of with Runway, this is her walking away.
Yeah, so I'm very interested to see what they have come up with for this second one.
I have, yeah.
This is one of those. If we maybe want to move into the score.
This is probably a good time to do that because we're sort of talking like what the pitch would be. I mean, as we say in this thing, we like whether we like it or not, we're getting another one of these. So
yes,
this is our proverbial. Should they be doing another one?
Yes.
So do you want me to start?
You can start.
I'll start this one. Yeah. So I gave this one. So in the categories of quality, I gave this a full point.
Nice.
I think this movie's very well done. I think it's not, it's not like this is not a style over substance issue. This is like a movie where we're doing it. It's incredibly competently done. There's great choices being made. There's nothing very flashy, but it's exactly what the story needs. It's sort of like a, so full point for quality.
Nice.
Rewatchability. I could quote this movie all day. I love this movie. Like I told you, rewatchability. This movie is so rewatchable. I didn't actually take notes. I was too busy rewatching it.
Locked in and clocked in, man.
All I wrote down was the director, David Frankel, that it has a budget of $35 million and grossed 124 domestically and 326 million worldwide.
Good stuff.
Which I try to bring up these stats and I keep forgetting to. So I'm trying to. Did it? And you can't yell at me anymore because you guys.
We know you were.
Yeah. But I saw another full point for that. And then for narrative runway, I mean, obviously I love giving high scores, but I can't give one for that because I don't think there is any. Andy's story is very thoroughly complete, and to have her any scenario where she has to go back to runway undercuts the ending of this movie.
Yes, I agree.
So I'm very curious.
I'm happy to be proven wrong.
I would love to be proven wrong, and I'm desperate to be proven wrong with this one.
I don't want this one to be bad at all. This will really be a bummer.
Have great feelings. I mean, we did Freaky Friday last year, and that movie was very serviceable.
Yeah,
or Freakier Friday was very serviceable, but I also feel like that movie was completely unnecessary.
Sure.
That movie I don't think undercuts the first one,
If
which
anything,
is good, but I don't know how you could possibly do a sequel and not essentially ruin the ending of this first one.
Yeah, like Freaky Friday, I was like, okay, like there's something to be said about now that Lindsay Lohan is a mother. How do you do that?
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, okay, there's not nothing
Yeah,
there.
there's not nothing there, but I don't know that they stick the landing enough to fully justify the whole thing, I guess. But
what if she had kids?
She might. We don't know yet.
Producer Dish is making good points. What if?
I do
had
know
kids?
Adrian Grenier or whatever is not coming back. So that
Yes.
didn't work out. Or he's off doing something else and they write him
Presumably,
out of the movie. I gave the exact same score. I did not give it a point for narrative runway. I love this movie, but I think it ends quite well with Andy getting to go off and live her life, and Miranda looking at kind of at this person and like
who didn't choose it.
Yeah, and that little kind of laugh or whatever that she gives, I think is really perfect. Full point for rewatchability, a full point for quality on me. I think this movie is really efficient and clean and well constructed, and it's just a fucking. It's a fun time, man.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
Dish, how do you feel? What's your what is our cumulative score?
What are your thoughts? What is your cumulative?
Above a 6 for a official yes from the We Need One More
let's
podcast.
Go to Dish's corner.
Do I have good news? Do I have bad news?
We don't know.
Is there self-fulfilling prophecy that there is one
He
coming out?
truly
Is there
holds
not?
all the power in this.
He does. This is his show, after all.
This is his show.
Yes.
So, my 2 cents. I know I've been speaking up a little bit, but like, would you rather? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We should end this episode
besides
on a would
cooking
you
up
rather.
some would you
Probably
rather.
get something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting every episode.
Great
with a would you
movie.
rather.
True.
Weirdly enough, I don't know if it had aged amazing for me.
Okay.
I just feel like it's a different movie, and I was like, "Is this movie that good?" And I brought up a few of the things right before. Like, I don't feel like the character development is like fully there for me across the board. What Miranda's character development is that she smiled. Like, she's still kind of the same person, and I get it. She's self-assured and she's, not the most malleable character, but like, even Andy, it's like she went through it. She kind of just ended up where she was, but with like a better job. Like, because she was like pursuing journalism at the beginning and then got this job because like she's a temp and it just like worked out. And then she like sold her soul for a little bit.
Yep.
And then she was like, oh, you know what? I cheated on my boyfriend, so I'm gonna. Well,
they were on a break.
Okay,
this is a real Ross and Rachel.
I'm so glad you said that because
yeah.
I was like, I forgot about this. Is this a Ross and Rachel moment? Like,
Yeah.
they were on a break because I don't even think she tells him.
No.
At least on screen.
She
No,
doesn't
but-
tell him that he slept. They did.
Do they get back together at the end of this movie? It's hard to tell how that sequence ends.
I think
for
they
me.
do.
They tease
I
it
feel like
perfectly
they do,
back
but
together.
I feel like one time I watched it and it felt like they didn't. And then
I
every
almost
time I've
think
watched
you know what it is?
ambiguity helps the intricacies
not
of
telling
this
him.
whole thing.
What I think it
Yeah.
is so how it ends is he moves to Boston.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
part I've
he
always
gets a
been
job
clear
in
because she
Boston.
gets a job in New
Doesn't.
York and he goes to Boston.
That's
so it's
true.
that's
But
why
it's not
I've-
far, right?
Yeah, it's not far.
No,
Well, it's I mean that's
Is it?
it's a long distance relationship
Yeah,
because that's at least like 4 or 5 hours. Like that's not
it's not Jersey.
Walking.
it's not Jersey. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, but like that, the way that relationship ends, it feel to me, it's more about like, no, we're cool. I don't know that they're like back together, but it just felt
Yeah.
like, to me, it
Maybe
always
we've
ended.
gone our own ways and done our thing.
To me, it always kind of ended with that thing of like, well, if you ever decide to stop in Boston, I would be open to picking up where we
Yes.
left off. And
Yeah.
she also same thing. If you ever stay in like in New York,
Yeah.
The Ross and Rachel thing, I think.
but
is a lot.
I don't know that they
more
definitively actually are
intricate.
like gonna give it another go at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's the read of it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think one of the things about me, you guys know, I like a happy ending.
Yeah.
I like when the circle is completed and the story feels good and you're like, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
I think what stood out to me and irked me, and I think it's supposed to, obviously, it's
Mhm.
like not an inciting incident, but it's like that friction piece.
Yeah.
You have where Miranda is like, that's what you did in the
Yeah,
car.
yeah,
And she's
yeah,
like, you
yeah,
did that to Emily. And it's like, it really gets her because it hits her to her core. She's like, I quit this second, throws her phone in the fountain.
Yeah.
But
walks away.
then as a viewer, I'm sitting here watching this and I'm like, no, she didn't.
Yeah, it's not
like,
really the same thing. At
I
all.
think, they talk about how much she makes and it's dirt. So think about not making a lot of money.
Mhm.
having a job that you feel like you need because of the prestige, hoping it's going to get you to where you ultimately want to go, and then your friends give you a hard time because they don't agree with it, but you stay in the job, right? Like you stay in the job and you hope that it works out because like you're like, I gotta, at this point I'm far enough in, I'm gonna go to Paris because she's telling me to.
Yeah.
What Miranda did was like orchestrated as the mastermind from the back end and be like, no, I'm not moving. And she held the power in both situations.
Yeah.
Andy didn't hold the power in her situation. So I think like from Miranda's perspective, it's very much so like, I know you did what I did. And it's like the self-preservation piece. I guess, but for like Andy, it wasn't. And so
Andy's in a hostage situation, whereas Miranda's actually, I mean, I guess for her, she kind of probably sees it that way. And so,
exactly. Like she sees it that way. But as a viewer, I'm like,
it's not technically, but
I don't know. So I think for me, it just has like some of those, like, it's a great movie, has rewatchability for sure. Like I feel like I've watched it a lot over the years. But it's been a while. So like I like almost didn't remember some of the beats of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Super fun movie though, for sure. Just like throw it on type of thing. So all that to say, I've got good news.
Oh.
Because this does get a total of 6 points.
All right.
Hey.
With a 2 from all of us. And I think, sorry if I was memeing when you guys mentioned it, but for me, it is a point in quality, a point in rewatchability, but none for narrative runway.
Yeah, I agree.
Right
I think that their stories end.
I think so too.
Intrigued to see where it goes. I will see it. It's Anne Hathaway. I'm one of the people who love Anne Hathaway. I grew up on Princess Diaries, like for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will watch it, and I think it is the funny thing of she's fat and you know,
I know.
Every
all
time
they
it
do-
happened, I looked at Laura and I was like, "What the fuck?"
all they
Yeah.
do is put her in some like stylistic but maybe not the most flattering clothes and make her hair frizzy and call her ugly.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's like,
Yep.
but she's not. She still looks great. She's still Anne Hathaway.
2000s,
Yeah.
baby. What
It's
a time.
2000s, but it's also I think
Huge thing in that.
Which for me is where what I said of like, I don't know if it aged great for me.
Shit like that.
It's one of those movies where it's like, that doesn't really fly.
Sure, fair.
That's not cool
you
anymore.
know, it's funny. It's like that stuff isn't cool, but I also think that's the point. Like, is that because like,
Sure, it's
a
almost
thing of like
satirizing it.
she's
Yeah.
looking at
It
herself
is,
and she's like, well, I don't think I'm that bad, and that's the point. Is that there is nothing wrong with Andy, but that world has decided that that's not good. And so it's like, even though Anne Hathaway is you know, one of the most beautiful people ever graced the silver screen.
Whoa.
Even it was my take.
What about Brandon Fraser?
What about?
I said one of. I said one of.
All right.
I didn't say it, but no.
He's dodging the question.
He's got me. He's dodging the question. Would you rather? No, but but no, like I feel like that's the point of like that's how cutthroat and awful these people are. Is that even Anne Hathaway, like in her state, isn't good enough. And like that's the point. And like I know you talked about like how characters, like there isn't really character arc. I also think that's kind of part of the point, is that this is a movie about characters making choices. And it's like sometimes they think they don't have a choice, but they actually do. And like that ends up being the growth, is that Anne Hathaway chooses like, okay, like realizing that I don't need to choose this at gunpoint. This isn't worth it to lose my soul. And so she chooses her humanity ultimately at the end of the movie. And at the end, in a way, Miranda Priestley also chooses a little bit of humanity, maybe not the same thing, but to give her grace for quitting her job and to end up giving her the good review anyway, instead of just like sticking to her guns and just, you know, demolishing her and dragging her through the mud, like which she could have very easily done. She does it to everyone else this entire freaking movie. That moment has such an effect on her, to watch her walk away, especially after saying this iconic line that's actually like been doing the rounds on TikTok, that like, don't be silly, Andrea, everyone wants this. Everyone wants to be us. And then she just says literally in that moment, no, I don't. And then like proves her wrong. Like that's the change of the movie and stuff, is to like stick to your guns of like who you are and not lose that.
I also wonder if there's a part of Miranda deep down
that wishes she could do it too,
that thinks it's too late for her.
Probably. Well, it's that thing of like, you see, like she also like, it's a movie where her marriage is crumbling. And instead of like taking time to fix that, she doubles down and does, you know, makes a deal with her own devil to like keep her job. Like
and she talks about,
because that's more important to her than her marriage.
Well, but it's interesting that she, you know, it's like she talks about her kids and she's like, I'm fine going through this. Like, I'm fine hearing the bullshit they're gonna say in the press. This cold ice queen pushed another guy away. Blah blah blah. I can fucking deal with that. I wish my kids didn't have to, and that's the part.
A great scene.
It's like the break in the armor where she kind of is again vulnerable and is like, I just wish it wasn't affecting them. And it is that, and I love that moment because it does show she does have a connection to people, and the kids are. We see for 2 seconds and they're kind of shitheads.
Yeah, they're stinkers.
But they're messing around. They're kids.
Yeah.
But like that she has. So like I do wonder, and maybe the sequel will interrogate this more, but we'll see. Like Miranda's reckoning with herself. I mean, it seems
Possibly.
like maybe she doesn't want that. Like,
I mean,
she's not interested in that.
I would be very interested in a movie that's about the consequences of all of the things she's been doing since the first movie and even before that. Like,
yeah.
I think for me, looking back on what you guys were sharing about like the points in the movie, I think it's almost like maybe this is more of that movie of like liberation, where Anne Hathaway's character, like she had to go through all of this to, right, like break up with her boyfriend, become obsessed with a job that she doesn't love, you know, sleep with that guy, like go to Paris.
Shag the mentalist.
Go to Paris, like all this stuff to then realize like, no, who am I? Like you know, from a different frame, it's a little bit more palatable.
Yeah.
But it's like, I like a vanilla movie, you know, like,
Valid.
Like as much as you know, if I go to chocolate or if I go to get ice cream, I will get chocolate.
Yeah.
But like
sometimes
for a movie,
you want a Brendan Fraser. Sometimes
I just want a Brendan Fraser where like it just works out. Even though like, you know, the only thing that made the couple feel like it was meant to be was the charm of the two people, like in The Mummy.
Yeah.
But like, but you know, like it's one of those things. Yeah, I think that it's a different movie than like my brain wants it to be when I'm watching it.
Fair.
And for me, I feel like it's not till the very end. Like the boyfriend's in it and he's like, they're like, how are we gonna make this work? And they're very much so in love. So you're rooting for them.
Yeah.
So when they break up, it's like, oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, I almost like squirrel. Like I just focus on that like a little bit too much. But
no, I mean that's fair enough. For me, there's always been a movie about like choices and like, you know, like what you choose, not just what you wear, but like what you do, like all that. Like I think that's just sort of like is where the movie like ends up being. Like that's where the growth is.
Yeah. I agree.
Which to the end, like I am. Maybe it's because it is Anne Hathaway, but once it ends, I'm still rooting for her.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's almost like I'm just annoyed that like I really like that she waves to Miranda at the end. It still shows her character. She doesn't get like standoffish and she's like, ugh. She's like, hi. I just wish like Miranda winked at her.
You want a
waved
little,
or at least just like smiled. Like I wanted the change in Miranda. And I feel like it's the point that she doesn't, so I get it.
Yeah, it's like a soft change of like just.
But that's where it's like almost more of a commentary on the industry than like the story about their character arcs. It's that the industry's not changing.
Yeah,
but who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, we will see
next
what
week.
happens.
We ship it.
We'll see who's wearing.
We're
Prada
ready
in the next one.
The Devil Wears Prada.
There's 2 more Prada.
Also, yeah, the Devil Wears Prada, and the Devil Wears Prada also.
The devil still wears Prada.
Nice.
The devil wears Prada
Doth
forever.
The devil.
Nice.
Doth something knoweth drapes.
Yes.
Good.
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
Do you have a would you rather you want to take us out on as we go into next week's The Devil Wears Prada 2? Go see it.
Too Fast, 2 Prada.
Is this our second new movie? Yeah, it was the
second new movie.
2 Prada, 2 Gucci.
Go see the movies.
That's pretty good.
We really support the movies. We want you to support
House
the
of
movies.
Gucci Wears Prada.
House of Tucci?
Well, welcome to my house.
Devil Wears Prada 2, the House of Tucci.
The House of Tucci.
I wanna send you out on this one.
That's something. That's a t-shirt.
That's good.
Gonna send you out on this Would You Rather. I hope you guys have a good evening.
Everyone lock
morning
in.
and all that. But here
Send
it is.
us. Let us know your Would You Rather for this.
Would you rather have super strength and be really smart?
Okay.
Or
you mean like right now?
Or
nice.
Spawn 13 dodo birds every time you open a door.
That one.
Yeah, it's got to be that one. Then they're not extinct anymore.
Let us know.
I'm a savior.
Let us know in the comments, guys.
Thanks for listening to another episode of We Need One More.
Be sure to click on the link for our socials and to subscribe to our Patreon, as those are the best ways to support the podcast.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.